Hey Dazzlers, welcome back to my channel. As always, I hope that you are safe and doing well. In today's video, I share with you a simple but elegant Dollar Tree DIY using these faux wooden frames and plastic chopping mats. Now let's get started. I started off by removing the contents from each of my frames and then the black metal tabs from 3 of the 4 frames as well. Next, I used one of the frames to trace and then cut out 3 rectangular pieces from my chopping mats. I then used the cardboard backing from one of the frames to trace out and then cut out 2 more rectangular pieces. I'll use all 5 pieces of chopping mat a little bit later on in the project. I then used a strong adhesive and a small amount of hot glue to adhere all 4 of the frames together. You'll notice here that the bottom frame is face down. It should actually be faced up like this. I did have to go back and correct this, and I'll show you why that was important a little bit later on in the project. Here, I'm using painter's tape to hold the frames tightly together until the glue dries. I'm also adding these Dollar Tree wood cubes between each of the frames. These should help keep the frames together as well. Four hours later, I removed the painter's tape and sanded away the excess glue. I then took my piece out to a well-ventilated area and gave it 3 light coats of gold metallic spray paint. And once my paint was completely dry, I sealed the paint with 1 coat of polyacrylic. It's now time to add my 5 pieces of chopping mat. First, the smaller 2 pieces first. Now the 3 larger pieces. For the sides of my design, I'll have to cut the 2 remaining pieces to size. Next, I added this gold and white Dollar Tree wallpaper to the front and sides of my design. Here, I'm hot gluing 2 of the cardboard pieces from the back of my frames together. Instead of using a Dollar Tree push light, I opted to use one of these remote controlled puck lights from Five Below instead. Now that my light is securely in place, I simply added the cardboard piece to the back of my design. As you can see, we need the metal tabs to hold the cardboard, and that's why it's important that the first frame at the beginning of the project is face up. I repeated those steps to make a second piece, and I'll hang both pieces with these large Velcro command strips. And here's the finished look. I really love how these cube LED wall lamps turned out. They were inexpensive, super easy to make, and I think they're beautiful. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. As always, I would love to hear from you. I used those same frames and chopping mats to create a completely different design, and I'll share that idea with you in my next video. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If so, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, Dazzlers, bye!